Okay, let's get this party cracking. Give me a replay, gang. If you're watching the replay, y'all know it by now. We here 6 days a week, pretty much daily, man. We take off on Sundays to rest a little bit, but more importantly than that, give you some chance to kind of go back over the replays, use some of what we gave you. Our whole goal is to help you move further, faster, with less effort, right? That's all we're trying to do is check in time, rep your. Make sure you let them know we in the house. Let me see who was first today. Ty was in here. What's up, Queen? Coach Chopper in the house. Let's get it. Let's get it. Check in time. Check in time. What kind of business do you have? How do you help other people with it? We want to know. It's very important to us. We want to know. Today's topic is very important to my heart. Yeah, Karita, let's get it. What's up, Gina? All right. I love it. I love it. Allie Goins is in the house, growing with the Goins. You know what I mean? Of growing with the Goins fame. Okay, then, Elaine, talk that talk, girl. Yeah, Stuart. Good morning, King. Young Coco in the house. Let's get it. All right, then. All is well. All is well. Checking in from Kuwait. You know I'm loving that. Naptown in the house. Yeah, good morning, Queen. Let's get it, Corey. Let's get it, bro. Nunu, they beat you here today, man. Normally you first, man. You slipping this morning, Mr. Terry. All right. My man Trey Brown in the house, the king of TikTok. I'm going to get on TikTok, Trey Brown. You ain't going to stay the king forever, man. I can't just keep watching you tear it up. Hey, Miss Sims, let's get it, Queen. Share this with an entrepreneur. This is really important. This is really important. This is an extremely important topic. This is an extremely important topic. Okay, Allie. I love it. I love it. Stuart, what up? Let's go, Shaquita. The birthday girl is in the house. The birthday girl is in the house. Y'all better let her know. Let Coach Anna know we love her. Valencia, good morning, Queen. Nisi up in this thing. Neff. What's up, Neff? Yeah. All right, I'm going to go ahead and call it on this live line. It look like y'all ready. It ain't too late. It ain't too late to let them know you in the house.
You have something special. You have greatness in you. Hello, this is Les Brown, and you're in the right place at the right time because we're going to bring the millionaire out of you. Just hold on.
There are.
All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Y'all ready? Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Your input is invalid.
Hold up.
Your input is invalid.
All right,
please enter your PIN followed by the pound or hash. If you do not.
Man.
Thank you.
There we go.
All participants are muted.
Good, Coach.
Entry and exit tones are off.
All right. There we go. All right, so check it out, y'all. This morning's topic is very close to my heart. But before I get into it, let me just greet everybody. Good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. You know what I'm saying? All right. Now that we got that out of the way. This morning's topic is very close to my heart as a revenue acceleration coach and a self-esteem development fanatic. Like, my whole thing is that if you increase your self-worth, then you begin to increase your net worth. You hear a lot of people out here say your network is your net worth. And I know what they're trying to say, but I'm going to tell you, the way you see yourself even affects how you utilize the network that you've been blessed with. When you're struggling to grow your business, everybody seems to have some kind of magic formula out here. Y'all notice that? Some of them tell you use more strategic vision. Some people tell you it's about sharpening your skills, and ain't nothing wrong with either one of those. But what I want to tell you this morning is that those outward efforts are never going to have the same impact as your inner work. You have to learn to go within or learn to go without. Can somebody give me that in the comments? So you remember it and then share it with somebody if you agree. You got to learn to go within or you're going to learn to go without. Here's the big difference between self-esteem and confidence. Self-esteem is about how you see and value yourself. Self-confidence is about how much faith you have in your ability to achieve a specific goal, or how much faith you have in your ability to use a particular skill. That ability is even affected by how you see yourself and how you value yourself. That's why I'm always teaching you about the faculties of your mind. To me, the number one way for you to grow your self-esteem is to become aware of how your mind works, to become aware of exactly why it's helpful that you're the most that you're the greatest form of God's creation, that you're the top of the food chain. Here are the 6 faculties of the mind. If you just understand these 6, your self-esteem is going to grow involuntarily. You can't help but have a different view of how you see yourself when you understand the 6 faculties of the mind. So here they are. Write these in the comments. I dare you. And then share this with somebody that needs it. You've got will, intuition, perception, reason, imagination, and memory. See, when God created you versus the animals, he took out a lot of the instinct and he put in the faculties. That's why animals are comfortable in any environment they find themselves in. I was just talking to Queen Chanel about this yesterday. Isioma, not young Coco. And we were talking about how the reason animals are confident in any environment you put them in is because they use instinct. You get what I'm saying to you? But see, a lot of times you're uncomfortable because you were given faculties. But school helps you develop your intellect, when school, if it was real education, would be training you to develop your awareness. Awareness is the thing, y'all. That's why you always hear me saying you don't see with your eyes, you see with your mind. It's all about self-esteem. It's all about how you see and value yourself as God's highest form of creation. And this thing called self-esteem can be created or destroyed by various experiences in your life. It could be childhood events like getting bullied. It could be friendships and relationships like having a supportive romantic partner, or being involved with a monster, a narcissistic, self-absorbed monster. It could be affected by accomplishments like winning an award, or defeats like not getting some promotion. All of this begins to affect how you see yourself. And before I leave that narcissism comment, because this weekend, those all my Kaizenites know we go real deep into narcissism. We're all narcissists, okay? Before you start saying, that's my problem, you know what I mean? I want you to remember you're a little bit of a narcissist as well. What we're trying to do is not cross that level into toxic narcissism. We all have become a little bit narcissistic, trying to survive in this world at the point we cross this chasm between getting all our parents' attention and then, getting to school where you're one of 30 kids or 40 kids. You know what I mean? It's like you had to start loving yourself or you would feel like, you know what I mean? Whole different topic, man. But what I'm going to do this morning is I'm going to give you 3 different ways your self-esteem is more vital than your confidence. If you're ready for number 1, give me a number 1 and a share. Give me a number 1 and a share, y'all. Give me a number 1 and a share. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. All right, here's number 1, y'all, because we only got 10 minutes left. Self-esteem allows you to harness the power of your unique strengths. This is a big deal. Somebody give me that in the comments. Harness the power of your unique strengths. This is a big deal. Knowing your zones of genius helps you perform better in business. It helps you perform better in relationships. It helps you perform better with taking care of this vessel. Your body is your temple. And knowing your zones of genius just helps you perform better. For example, maybe you're excellent at creativity. Maybe you're excellent at marketing. Maybe you're excellent at planning and development. Maybe for you, it's strategy. Nah, I know. Maybe you're dope at coaching. Maybe you're super good at relationship building. Here's the point. When you know your unique zones of genius, it helps you begin to grow and fill in this space that God has designed for you. You get what I'm saying? And if you're unsure of your strengths, if you're unsure of how they can best be used in business, since here we talk about entrepreneurship, here's what I want you to do. Somebody give me this in the comments. Seek external input. Seek external input. I dare you. I dare you go around and ask a coach, ask a past colleague, ask a business partner. You can even take psychometric assessments, like there's one called Clifton Strengths, psychometric assessments like the DISC, there are these personality type systems and assessments that you can take. But here's my point. Once you begin to uncover these skills and talents you might not have been aware you had, right? Once you've identified your zones of genius, next I want you to reflect on how well you use them. I want you to first reflect on how you feel when you use them, because mindset, skill set, and heart set is all about you acknowledging it. It's all about you beginning to nurture it and then cherish it. Acknowledge, nurture, and cherish is the same thing as mindset, skill set, and heart set in a lot of ways. What I want you to do is acknowledge that zone of genius. I want you to begin to nurture that zone of genius, and I want you to cherish it. I want you to feel dope for being you. I want you to feel incredible about the fact that you're the only you that's out here. How do you feel when you use that thing? Do you feel excited? Do you feel content? Do you feel grateful? Do you feel happy? Do you feel in awe? You know me, when I am really in my creative zone, I feel in awe because I know it ain't me writing it. I know it ain't me saying it. Sometimes they'll be like, man, you really hit me when you said, I said, what did I say? You know what I mean? Because it feels to me like it's more being channeled through me. You get what I'm saying to you? I feel in awe. What about you? Because when you reflect on these positive emotional states, it can't help but improve your mood. And then when you feel good, you're able to do good. You get me? You can focus better. You can stay on track with your goals. Now you can build better connections with, your counterparts, your stakeholders. You experience less stress. Is somebody feeling me out there? The next part of number one, right, is that you got to start identifying how often you're using your zones of genius. Because there's something that is a real phenomenon out here called Pareto's principle. They call it the 80-20 law, right? And a lot of times we get 80% of our results from 20% of our effort, right? We spend 80% of our time doing the crap that don't matter. And then we spend 20% of our time doing the stuff that actually impacts our world. Well, what I want to challenge you to do is look at how often you're using your zone of genius. Because if it's less than 80% of the time, there's a good chance that's why you're feeling exhausted. That's why you're feeling frustrated. That's why you're feeling disengaged from your business that could be helping to change all these lives. To avoid experiencing these negative emotions, what you need to do is minimize the amount of time you're doing tasks outside your strengths. For example, if you know that you're not the best at planning and organizing, then you need to delegate to somebody for whom your work is their play. The anthem of poor people everywhere. Check this out. Write this in the comments. If you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. That's poor people talk. You hear me? That's slave talk. Anyway, too many people overvalue what they aren't and undervalue what they are. Don't let that be you. If you're ready for number two, give me a number two and a share. Give me a number two and a share. Give me that as a quote, y'all. Oh, man, we only got 4 more minutes. I ain't got time to play with y'all. Here's number two. Lean into self-compassion, y'all. Lean into self-compassion. Lean in to self-compassion. You hear me? Experiencing negative emotions is never an issue. I was talking to my therapist about how, I wish this thing did not affect me. She said, well, that's a little bit unrealistic. You know what I mean? You're human, baby. This is me paraphrasing. She don't talk like that. But my point is, you're only human, baby. So you're going to experience these negative emotions. That ain't the problem. The problem is how you cope and lead yourself through it that matters. The issue is how you cope and deal with it. Do you use it in a way that makes it helpful, or do you use it in a way that makes it harmful? That's what you got to look at. But negative emotions, guan, you know what I mean? They're going to come. The truth is, there's going to be times you feel disappointed in yourself. The truth is, there are going to be times when you question your worth, when some client tries to play you. You know what I'm saying? That's natural. When they don't buy your product, when they reject you. You get what I'm saying to you? That's the truth. What you got to do is start by recognizing and labeling the emotion you're experiencing. My therapist put me onto this thing called the feeling wheel. Some of you may want to Google it, the feeling wheel, because sometimes they hurt my feelings. And it's like, yeah, what feeling? You know what I mean? What are we supposed to do with that? You know what I mean? You need to label this feeling. That's a great start sometimes, being able to acknowledge it so you can nurture it, so you can cherish it. You get what I mean? Start by recognizing and labeling the emotion you're experiencing. Is it self-doubt? Is it frustration? Is it confusion? Is it sadness? Is it disbelief? Now you're able to normalize and take power away from it, right? Instead of just ignoring it and pretending like everything's okay. After you identify this feeling, then next you want to kind of begin to let's say, for instance, it's man, I'm never gonna be successful with this product or with this service, right? Now that you've identified it, now it's time to reframe that thing by asking yourself, well, what advice would I give to my homie if he felt this way? What advice would I give to them if they were in a similar situation? Now you're able to practice that same kind of self-compassion towards yourself. I just put this on my Instagram stories yesterday. If you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me at No Money Down King. No Money Down King. That's my Instagram, y'all. Follow me on there. I'm always giving these jewels and whatnot. At least, I try. I call it gems from the gym, right? When I'm walking out the gym, I always kick it with you for a minute. And yesterday I was talking about the fact that if some of y'all talk to your best friend the way you talk to yourself, you wouldn't have no friends. You wouldn't have no friends. You know what I mean? So what you got to do is ask yourself, what advice would I give to a colleague or a best friend if they were in the same situation? Because you're always giving them great advice. That's why one of our affirmations every morning is, I am now becoming the best example of all my best advice. Because, we know how to talk to them. We just don't talk to ourselves the same way. And that leads us to number 3, y'all. This leads us to number 3, and then we out. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Get comfortable being uncomfortable, y'all. It takes courage to face your fears. It takes courage to step outside your comfort zone. And the first time you do it, it's going, woo. But check this out. Ain't no growth in the comfort zone, just like ain't no comfort in the growth zone. It's okay. It's okay. Just like training any muscle. The more you flex your self-esteem, it's going to grow, right? The more you flex it, right, fellas? Right? The more you do that, the more it's going to grow. So let's equip you real quick with some self-esteem muscle building exercises that promote acceptance and promote courage. I recommend you using one of these every day so it can enhance your emotional state, so it can start to supercharge your confidence, and you can stay focused on growing your business, because we need you to be a millionaire. Your friends need you to be a millionaire. Your family needs you to be a millionaire. You hear what I mean? Here's a couple ones you can go with. 1, you can celebrate a win by journaling about it. Write about how you felt. Identify the strength of skill that you used to achieve that win. Here's a second one. Courageously divulge a failure you had with a friend of yours, or with a coach, or with a business partner. Courageously divulge, share it with them, and then discuss what you learned from the experience. Here's a third one you can use. You can practice grace by being nice to yourself when you're frustrated with your performance. And by practicing grace, you can seek to reflect and understand what contributed to the misfire, what contributed to the quote unquote mistake, right? But we're going to take L's as lessons, not losses. You hear me? I got that from Isioma yesterday. All right, here's number 4. Create a descriptive positive affirmation. You know, it's time for affirmations right now. Like, I am strong like a willow tree. When I use my zones of genius, right? Now, you know, I suggest you come do your affirmations with us every morning. When I accept myself, I am fearless. I am so happy and grateful that God creates through the use of my imagination. I am confidently pursuing what matters to me and have proudly achieved my goal. You hear how I said that in the present tense? Here's number 5. Give yourself permission to fail so you can soar. Let go of what's holding you down so you can rise up. I found this one to be kind of like the most powerful for my clients and my students, because it ain't till you give yourself permission to fail that you give yourself the power to grow. You hear what I'm saying to you? Some people are so interested in not failing that they never do nothing at all. Some people are so interested in not hearing a no that they end up having to say no to their girls, say no to their children, say no to their business partners, say no to their life, say no to opportunities because they so worried about hearing a no. Ain't that cold? All I'm saying is we got to start approaching failure as an opportunity for learning, as an opportunity for growth. You hear me? Because this is what allows you to become more self-aware. Don't forget, school be teaching you about intellect. When I'm trying to teach you about what you need to be learning about is awareness. All right, y'all. Let's get it. It's affirmation time. It's affirmation time. Call in right now. Call in right now. Call in right now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's grow. Let's go. Let's get it. Repeat after me. I am so